Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my review of The Education of a Speculator, a deep dive into the high stakes world of financial speculation, authored by the inimitable Victor Niederhoffer, a man who dealt with markets the way a masterful conductor leads an orchestra, with equal parts passion, precision, and the occasional cacophony. Now, I must warn you, condensing the wisdom of Victor's tome into just 10 insights is akin to trying to fit the rambunctiousness of a bull market into a bear's cave during hibernation. However, I fancy a challenge, so let's grab this bull by the horns and charge ahead. Insight 1. Speculation is a natural human endeavor. First and foremost, Niederhoffer posits that speculation is hardwired into our DNA. It's as natural as breathing, as essential as making choices based on incomplete information with the hope of gain. For instance, consider the humble squirrel, speculating on the abundance of nuts in preparation for winter, or our ancestors venturing onto new migratory paths. In essence, life is a series of speculative events. Victor encourages embracing this, turning our natural proclivity for speculation into a refined skill. Insight 2. History rhymes in speculation. The echoes of history are never silent in the world of speculation. Niederhoffer teaches us to listen closely because the past does indeed rhyme. Market patterns, public behavior, economic cycles, they all resonate with past events, providing clairvoyant glimpses into potential futures. Victor Niederhoffer, part historian and part seer, doesn't need a crystal ball because he has the next best thing, a chart and an understanding of human psychology. Insight 3. Lose the shackles of randomness. The term random walk may seem like a jaunt through a manicured English garden, but to Niederhoffer, it's a flawed theory that shackles the potential of a speculator. He thumbs his nose at the efficient market hypothesis and advises us to study the terrain, not just recount the steps taken. With the right tools and mindset, it is indeed possible to predict market trends and extract profits from the not-so-random walk of prices. Inspection, intuition, and interpretation, these are the speculator's Swiss Army knife in a world where so many are lost in the randomness. Insight 4. Everything is connected in the web of markets. If you think your Aunt Edna's penchant for butterfly collecting has nothing to do with the price of tea in China, think again. Niederhoffer's market ecology is a complex interwoven web where disparate elements can ripple across markets in unexpected ways. Victor implores us to see a market not as a single entity but as an ecosystem, vibrant with life and linked by invisible threads. Speculators are the ecosystem's naturalists, tracing the butterfly's flight to understand how it may cause a storm across the world. Insight 5. Psychology and perception rule the day. Niederhoffer doesn't just read the markets, he psychoanalyzes them. He teaches us that the greatest asset or liability in speculation isn't the security, it's the mind of the speculator. Market perceptions can change on a dime, driven by fear, greed, hope, and despair. Understanding market psychology thus becomes essential. Like Freud's couch in the trading room, it's about delving into the collective mindset to spot trends, panics, and manias, and using that understanding to anticipate market moves. Insight 6. Flexibility and the fluidity of speculation. In the words of the mighty Bruce Lee, be water, my friend, and Niederhoffer couldn't agree more. The rigid oak may crack in the storm, but the flexible willow bends and survives. A speculator must be adaptive, able to change tactics and strategies as the market environment evolves. Victor extols the virtue of fluidity, of being able to enter and exit positions with the grace and agility of a cat burglar, tiptoeing across the rooftops of volatility. Insight 7. The sacred art of taking a loss. Ah, the bittersweet symphony of a loss. Niederhoffer knows all too well the sting of defeat, but he teaches us to embrace it as a lesson. Taking a loss is an art form, the sacrificial pawn in the greater strategy of financial battles. Skilled speculators know when to cut their losses, reflect, and move on. They don't get hung up on the missteps. Instead, they learn and prepare for the next dance with the markets. Insight 8. The yin and yang of risk and reward. In the world of speculation, risk and reward are an eternal embrace, a delicate balance in the cosmic dance of profit and peril. Niederhoffer believes in measuring not just the risk you're taking, but the risk you're not taking. Like a delicate seesaw, a speculator must weigh opportunities against threats, the potential for reward against the cost of risk. Those who master this balance can stand on the seesaw and reach the stars. Insight 9: Preparation, Discipline, and the Speculator's Craft. Niederhoffer is an artisan of speculation, and like any master craftsman, he knows the value of preparation and discipline. Speculating is not a game of chance, but a discipline, requiring a daily sharpening of tools, a stringent routine, and a ritual respect for the craft. A casual attitude might work for a weekend in Vegas, but in Niederhoffer's school of speculation, it's about honing your skills with the dedication of a martial artist. Insight 10: The speculator as philosopher, scientist, and artist. Finally, we arrive at the holistic view. Niederhoffer opines that the true education of a speculator is a blend of philosophy, science, and art. A speculator thinks deeply about the nature of the world, experiments rigorously like a scientist, and creates beautifully like an artist. To speculate is to weave ideas, numbers, and patterns into a tapestry that represents a view of the future. It requires a philosopher's curiosity, a scientist's rigor, and an artist's touch. Before I let you venture back into the world, perhaps a tad more enlightened and certainly more entertained, I leave you with one last Niederhoffer nudge. The speculator's journey is one of self-discovery. As you navigate the treacherous and exhilarating terrain of the markets, you may find yourself conversing with the ghosts of Adam Smith and Jesse Livermore, as well as grappling with your deepest fears and grandest dreams. Remember, the market is a vast ocean, and while Niederhoffer has provided us with an astute compass, it is up to us to chart our own courses with wisdom, courage, and a dash of panache. Thank you for joining me on this elegantly chaotic excursion into the education of a speculator. May your speculations be educated and your education be speculative. And just remember that each tick in the market is another stroke of the brush on the canvas of your financial masterpiece. Good night, and may the markets ever be in your favor.